Let's talk about the next generation of the Apple Watch for a moment. Let's talk about the Apple Watch Series 4 rumors and expectations. Let's begin with the video. What's up everybody? How has your day been? And in this video I want to talk about the rumors and all of the things we expect to see when the next generation of the Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Series 4, will be released. So how do we know that it's gonna be called Series 4? Like, of course, when the previous Apple Watches were called Series 1, 2 and 3, we should definitely expect the next one be called the Series 4, but people from Apple may definitely surprise us with something new or some kind of special edition Apple Watch or whatever, so it's not like 100% confirmed that it will be called the Series 4, but most likely it will be the name of the next generation Apple Watch. So what do we basically expect to see when the next Apple Watch will be released? Well, first of all, and I can't stress this enough, is a redesign. We definitely want to see something new because since we have seen the Series 0 or the 2015 edition of the Apple Watch, the very first one, we haven't seen anything else. Since then, we haven't seen a major design change. Like, I'm not talking about the digital crown being red on the Series 3 of the Apple Watch. Of course, the cellular Apple Watch is not like a redesign. This is ridiculous. I don't really like it. I don't think it looks cool, and this is the only thing that has ever changed. As we already talked about the digital crown, the big button on the right side of the Apple Watch is also supposed to get a bump or something new. It should be called the digital crown 2.0, but that doesn't really matter. But essentially what we should get is sort of like a 3D touch on the digital crown. So it would depend on how hard you press this button. So it could be like you press it once the normal way and you get outside of any application and you press it harder and you're gonna access some different options. So just like 3D touch, just like force press as you have it on the Apple Watch right here. So it would work similar way. Also, the very same thing applies to the iPhones that feature 3D touch. So as you can see, all of the 3D touch toggles can be seen here. The trackpad on the latest MacBook is also 3D touch compatible, as we can call it like this, but it is touch sensitive, so the action differs based on how hard you press it. And this is how it should work with the new Apple Watch Series 4. The new digital crown is something that is very likely to happen, and I can definitely see Apple implementing this, but there are also some really crazy and ridiculous rumors going on out there, and it just doesn't make sense, and Apple will never do that. Like, maybe in the future, but definitely not this year. One of the rumors is that the Apple Watch screen would stretch all the way to the band, and it would be like a one connected screen that would start from this to this point, and it would be one giant screen, and this is something I just cannot imagine. There are so many different problems with this. Like, of course it is a great thing, but I don't see Apple doing that. Like, would you be able to do this with the band of the Apple Watch, or how would you put it on your hand? Would the display be curved, or I just cannot see it happening right on the Apple Watch. Another idea people are talking about is that the Apple Watch screen will turn from rectangular to the circular, which is also a very nice idea, but this will definitely not happen in my opinion, because just think about it. Why would they do that? And every single application is already optimized for this rectangular screen. And if Apple would actually change the Apple Watch screen from rectangular to circular, like, how would the application work? I can only imagine like having a square inside of the big circle, and that would make no sense, and all of the developers would have to recreate the apps once again. And of course the time it will take until the apps will be updated or will be optimized for this new screen, it's gonna be pain, so that's why I think it will not happen. Another theory is, and that is a lot more likely than those before, is Apple will keep doing what they have already started to do with the iPad and also with the iPhone X. So they started to shrink the bezels, which is the best thing ever. Nobody ever wants bezels, so why not to shrink it on the Apple Watch? Why not to make a bigger screen on the very same body? And just like the Vaney Gaskin, the guy that often predicts the stuff about Apple, and he is also very reliable when it comes to this type of stuff, and it also makes sense. He's talking about the 15% bump in the screen size of the Apple Watch. The display would stretch all the way to the sides of the iPhone screen or the glass at the top, so you would have the entire front panel covered in display. Even though right now it looks like that the entire front panel consists of display, it is not. You can see that the display starts somewhere here and it's just a square in the middle of the Apple Watch. Now you can see it properly when I turn on the flashlight of the Apple Watch. You can see where the display starts and where it ends. so there is so much space where the Apple Watch screen can go, and it would be really nice to have the entire front panel part of the display. And that would be a lot better because the apps don't have to be re-optimized once again. It is the very same screen, the very same type of the screen, but only a bigger one. So this is the way for the Apple Watch Series 4 in 2018. A lot of people are complaining about the Apple Watch that it is really thick, and it's also getting thicker and thicker every time we see a new one. I don't really have a problem with this, I think it is okay, but having a thinner Apple Watch, just a slightly thinner, would be nice too. And besides these new features, we also expect some usual improvements like a better battery life, or a brighter display, or maybe faster user interface, or faster operating system of the Apple Watch. This is something we can see every time there is a new product by Apple, like a new processor inside it, new internals. One thing Apple always keeps working on is to improve the health-related apps on the Apple Watch, so I think they may do some improvements to the Workouts app or the Activity. But now the most important information, and that is the release date. Well, I personally think that we're gonna be seeing it on the September Apple event, because Apple has already done it in the past, like they have already released some Apple Watches in September, so I think we should see a new Apple Watch Series 4 being released this year in September 2018. So yeah, this would be everything what I wanted to say in this video. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, and if there is something you are especially excited about when it comes to the Apple Watch Series 4, then please leave a comment down below and share it with the community. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like to let me know, subscribe for more content like this and for all of the new rumors, and see you in the next video. Peace out, guys!